Then my grandfather said to my grandmother, "We have now to say goodbye." And then he went down.
I am proud to be a member of the German Armed Forces.
It's such a sad story to talk about war, to talk about death, to talk about killing people.
The remembrance of the last war and also of the war before is so problematic.
I don't know if I should be proud or not to have this name. I'm not sure.
That was a big problem for the generation of my father and my mother. The feelings of guiltiness was in them, but they couldn't speak about this thing that they followed Hitler.
I know the committed crimes of the Wehrmacht or also of the imperial troops in the First and the Second World War.
I was told when I was a young girl not to talk about the war. Many talked about it, but just behind their hands, that their uncles or grandfathers or brothers died.
The Russians came, and then after a few days they decided to kill the four men in the house. Then my grandfather said to my grandmother, "We have now to say goodbye." And then he went down. One moment.
If we only remember the crimes, the committed crimes, it would be too abstract for us as a nation and people. We have to link up this committed crimes with our own casualties to have a connection to our own history.
We are guilty. We are more guilty than the others, but my generation wasn't guilty or is not guilty because I was born after the war.
The end of the Second World War was, for our society, a ground zero. It changed our mindsetting, our whole culture.
I don't want to cut it down, no? Do you say cut it down to make it small? But I think one day there must be an end of all these stories.